Take a slow, calming breath. Let your shoulders drop and release the tension you've been holding. Find a quiet corner in your mind, a space just for you. Because what I'm about to share is soft, gentle, and meant to reach your heart exactly when you need it. Lately, you've been carrying a quiet restlessness, a feeling of waiting, wondering, and questioning your place in someone's heart. It's time to soften into this moment and listen closely. There's a reason you are here and a reason these words are touching you now. The person who lingers in your thoughts, the one you find yourself thinking about in the quiet moments, has recently spoken about you to someone they trust. This wasn't casual conversation or fleeting chatter. It was an honest, heartfelt expression. For a long time, your presence in their life was something they held privately, spoken only to themselves. But now they needed to voice it, to feel the words in the air, to acknowledge the depth of what they feel. Their words were measured, thoughtful, sometimes paused, because expressing emotions that matter is never easy. They weren't joking or dismissing you. They were trying to understand the impact you have on them, a truth that quietly moves through their heart every day. Deep emotions can feel overwhelming. Often, people turn to someone they trust for perspective, for validation, to see if their feelings are real. By speaking your name, they were acknowledging that you are not a fleeting thought. You are a lasting presence in their life. Even if you felt uncertain or alone in this connection, you were not mistaken. Something meaningful has been unfolding quietly, away from your eyes, away from your notice. The person they spoke to could feel the change when your name came up. Your influence on their life is tangible. They soften, hesitate, and reflect when they think of you. You bring out something real, something vulnerable in them. They may not have used words like love, but there's a living feeling in their heart. They are cautious, aware of timing, afraid of missteps, but speaking your name to another was their first step toward opening up. Understand this. This isn't about rushing toward a resolution, nor does it mean every challenge is gone. It simply confirms that the connection you sense is real. You were not imagining the bond nor the spark. You matter deeply, and the impression you've left is lasting. They have spoken about you because you are significant, because you hold space in their heart that cannot be ignored. The most important thing now is to stay grounded in yourself. Their hesitations are not a reflection of your worth. You do not need to chase or force anything. Let the natural flow of time and life carry this connection forward. Trust that what is meant for you will continue to unfold, and in the meantime, cherish your own heart and the value you bring to every relationship, seen or unseen. Think of the conversation they had about you as a seed quietly planted in the garden of what's to come. You've done your part. You've been authentic, kind, and generous without expecting anything in return. That energy is rare, and it leaves an imprint that cannot be erased. God whispers, "The light you carry touches others more deeply than you know. Keep your heart open and your spirit calm. You are irreplaceable, and the person you care about is beginning to recognize it. Your presence challenges them in the best way. It nudges their soul to awaken. Remember, the fact that they spoke about you first, with honesty and intention, shows how much you matter. There's more to this story, and it's worth your attention." After that conversation, their words didn't vanish. They lingered. The moment they expressed themselves, something inside them shifted. The silence that followed wasn't distance or disinterest. It was reflection. In quiet moments, they replayed memories of you. Not the dramatic moments, but the subtle, simple ones. The way you smiled, the gentle tone of your voice, the calm understanding you offered without judgment. These were the things that settled in their heart, quietly changing the way they saw you. Over time, each memory of you sparked a restlessness they couldn't ignore. Saying your name aloud made your connection real, undeniable. For a while, they tried to convince themselves it was nothing, that their feelings were imagined. But that conversation forced them to face a truth they'd been avoiding. It was a gentle awakening. They couldn't hide anymore. What's remarkable is this: they found themselves defending you, even when no one was attacking. They corrected misunderstandings, highlighted your good intentions, and honored your character. This is not something people do lightly. It shows that they value you deeply and are processing feelings that go far beyond casual admiration. Even if they haven't reached out yet, shifts are happening. Your influence is evident in small, everyday ways. Your laughter echoes in their memory. Songs remind them of conversations you shared, and subtle gestures make them think of you. These are not coincidences. The universe has a way of reminding us when emotions are unresolved and need attention. Take this as reassurance. Your authenticity has left a lasting mark. The connection you've made is alive, quietly growing in ways neither of you can always see. Your role is not to force the outcome, but to remain grounded in your worth and presence. Let life unfold naturally. The person you care about is beginning to recognize the value of what you bring. Your kindness, your steadiness, your genuine heart. That is enough. That alone is a force of love that cannot be ignored. Right now, they're carrying a lot of hesitation. There's fear there, fear of being vulnerable, fear of falling short, fear that they might not deserve someone as authentic as you. They're reflecting on past experiences, weighing whether they're truly ready for a bond that feels rare and meaningful. That's why they move carefully instead of rushing in. When someone feels deeply but holds back, it's often because they want to safeguard something precious, not because they've lost interest. They've recognized that what you bring into their life is unlike anything they've experienced before. You don't need to shout or perform to capture their attention. Your honesty, your quiet authenticity, makes them feel seen, and sometimes that feels both exhilarating and exposing. There have been countless moments when they've almost reached out, typed a message, then erased it, uncertain if they were ready to open up completely. They wonder if you feel the same subtle shifts, the pull of connection that's forming beneath the surface. Instead of reacting impulsively, they're letting themselves sit with these emotions, trying to understand their own depth. That doesn't mean you've been forgotten. It means this connection matters enough to them to be handled with care. By simply being yourself, you've already made an impact. You've planted a seed in their heart, and like anything genuine, it's growing quietly, patiently, without rushing to show itself. Right now, this is less about waiting anxiously and more about practicing patience and self-respect. You don't have to chase their attention or prove your worth. The right timing will bring what's meant for you together naturally. They're beginning to realize how uncommon it is to find someone who brings true peace. They're noticing that the kind of care and calm you offer can't be replaced, that genuine connection persists even across distance or quiet moments. If doubts creep in, let them pass. They often emerge when we're focused on what's visible instead of what's unfolding beneath the surface. What's real doesn't vanish with silence. Focus on your own growth and maintaining your peace. The more grounded you are in yourself, the more clarity will arrive effortlessly. You've already mattered enough to create a shift in someone's inner world. That's no small thing. Stay open, stay steady, and trust the natural rhythm of this connection. There's no need to force anything. Time and patience will reveal the full picture. Beneath the quiet, a deeper transformation is taking place. It's subtle, like the first soft rays of dawn illuminating a dark room. Gradual, steady, and unstoppable. They're starting to see things differently, reflecting on their own patterns and comparing the noise of the past with the calm presence you bring. Loud, empty connections lose their appeal when met with your kind of steady, lasting energy. That contrast is impossible for them to ignore. Now, they're asking themselves bigger questions, not just about you, but about who they are becoming. They're starting to realize that the depth and gentleness you bring isn't just comforting. It's transformative. And even if it doesn't feel immediate, the shift is already happening. They're starting to notice something they hadn't before. The chaos and confusion they once accepted as normal now feel heavy, and your calm, steady presence is strikingly appealing. This awareness reflects their own growth, a process that can feel uncomfortable before it feels right. Inside, there's a quiet tug-of-war. One part of them is drawn toward the light you offer, while another clings to what's familiar, even if it no longer serves them. Staying in the known can feel safer than stepping into the unknown, even when the unknown holds the better path. They recall the times you exercised patience instead of pressure, when you respected their boundaries while keeping your heart open. They see now that you never tried to control or manipulate the connection, you simply allowed it to breathe. That kind of emotional maturity is rare and unforgettable, leaving a lasting impression on their spirit. In reflective moments, they may feel a soft, almost tender sense of regret. Not dramatic, just an acknowledgement that perhaps they didn't fully appreciate you at the time. Silence didn't erase their feelings. If anything, it made them more pronounced. That awareness is guiding them toward the courage to speak their truth. They understand that your presence set a standard for connection they cannot lower, and even if you're not physically present in the same way, the impact of your being lingers, like a missing rhythm in a song that once brought them joy. They're realizing that real connection isn't about constant chatter. It's about resonance. You resonate with them in a way that endures, even in silence. Your influence travels with them through daily life. At work, during their commute, while lying awake at night. True bonds don't demand attention, they command respect. They're also reflecting on their own readiness and responsibility. Can they meet you where you are? Can they honor the consistency and depth you bring? These aren't signs of rejection. They're signs of respect and seriousness. They value your quiet confidence, your dignity, and the way you never compete for attention or stir jealousy. That calm presence leaves a deeper mark than anything flashy or dramatic ever could. You've brought balance into their emotional world, something they didn't even know was possible. For someone accustomed to turbulence, your steadiness can feel unfamiliar but profoundly needed. You're not being compared to anyone else. You exist in your own unique space, and they're coming to recognize and protect that space more than you may realize. This process cannot be hurried. Neither your patience nor theirs can force it. Your role is simple. Remain grounded, stay true to yourself, and protect your peace. That very peace is what draws them back. Trust the timing of your journey, because what is genuine never truly disappears. Over time, a subtle but powerful shift begins. The heart stops resisting its own feelings and moves toward acceptance. They no longer question your importance, they simply know it. They see that your presence didn't just touch their life, it quietly transformed it. Not with noise or spectacle, but with calm, enduring change. They've stopped running from the quiet moments that used to bring thoughts of you. Instead of tension or restlessness, your name now sparks a calm, a grounding that they haven't found anywhere else. It's a rare kind of recognition, immediate, effortless, and deeply reassuring. With you, they don't feel the need to perform or pretend. They can simply exist as themselves, and in a world that constantly demands more, that freedom is priceless. Memories of you bring a gentle smile, not out of longing, but out of warmth. A quiet proof that your presence in their life created peace, not chaos. They're reflecting on choices they once made with a clearer perspective, noticing how often they settled for convenience over authenticity. You never fit into the shallow patterns they were used to, and that's why you stood out so clearly. Any hesitation they showed wasn't a reflection of your worth. It was about their own readiness to handle something meaningful. They are realizing they no longer want the excitement of confusion. They want depth, stability, and a connection that allows both people to grow without losing themselves. You have become their measure of what a healthy, respectful connection feels like. Your absence is a presence in itself. Time without you feels like a rhythm is missing. Ordinary silence feels hollow, but silence with you feels like a pause, waiting for the next note of something beautiful. They see you more clearly now, not as a fantasy, but as a person of genuine strength, patience, and self-respect. They notice how you never chased attention or demanded validation. That dignity has earned their deep admiration. They now understand that you are not someone to approach casually. They are learning to meet you with the same intention and care that you deserve. Even if things seem quiet on the outside, change is happening underneath. They are becoming more intentional, more selective with their energy, and more protective of their inner world. The superficial doesn't excite them anymore. What they seek is genuine, layered, and lasting. They imagine reconnecting, not to repeat the past, but to create something entirely new, rooted in honesty and presence. Your path is to stay grounded in yourself. Don't let uncertainty or the slow pace of this process make you doubt your worth. What is unfolding is deliberate, and your growth is happening daily. Your value isn't dependent on how quickly someone else finds clarity. Rather, it is reflected in their thoughtful attention and recognition of what you bring into the world. Real connections grow quietly. They need consistency, care, and emotional presence to thrive. What you shared was meaningful, even if the expression was private or delayed. Stay open-hearted without expectation, patient without despair. Your worth is unwavering. You are not forgotten, replaceable, or insignificant. The impression you've made on their life is real, and real things don't vanish simply because they require courage or patience. Even if the unfolding feels slow, trust that what is growing quietly will eventually shine when it is ready. In the meantime, protect your peace, honor your light, and stay true to yourself. The journey is moving exactly as it should, and you are exactly where you need to be. Trust your timing and trust the deep, enduring value of what you bring into the lives of others.